One of the biggest scams ever collectively pulled off by corporate America is forced arbitration. To put it in its simplest terms, forced arbitration eliminates a consumer's right to sue corporations when they steal from them, when they harm them or their family. Millions of Americans have agreed to this by signing arbitration clauses in contracts. They're in your credit card contracts, your cell phone plans, your car and mortgage loans. The list goes on and on as corporations are making sure that they're the ones with a legal advantage over you when they find themselves in legal trouble. And when they do, that contract you sign won't allow you to file a lawsuit or create a class action against them for totally ripping you off. Instead, you'll have to go before a panel of arbitrators to resolve the dispute. And those arbitrators are their people. Unless you're a board member of one of these corporations, there's no way these arbitration clauses are going to help you in any way. I'll give you an example of how this scam works. Usually corporations pick arbitrators so they know that they're going against a very friendly audience. It's their pals. They also have the benefit of having almost endless money to drag out the process where most consumers can't even afford to hire an attorney. And when you're talking about small amounts of money, it can cost a customer more to arbitrate than they'll ever get back in damages at the end of the lawsuit. And even if a consumer is willing to jump through the countless hoops that corporations put in their place, study shows that business will win more than 80% of the time because it is a packed house, packed in their favor. The deck has been stacked squarely against American consumers. Now here's a quick example of how this issue can hurt you personally. Suppose your credit card company or your cell phone company was overcharging you $5 a month. And not just you, but they were also charging 10 million other people $5 a month in a scam. Because you signed that arbitration agreement, you can't join a class action lawsuit with the other victims. Instead, each one of you has to hire your own lawyers for hundreds of dollars an hour just to get your $60 back. You lose money in the process even if you win, while the corporation pockets millions and millions of dollars at no risk that they stole from you. Right now, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is trying to work on rules to prevent corporations from using these binding arbitration clauses in their contracts. But they're facing stiff opposition from elected officials in Washington, D.C., who are all about taking their money. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is a huge part of this problem. When you have both major political parties in the United States controlled by big business, class action lawsuits and trial lawyers are the last line of defense for the American public, whether you like lawyers or not. And that's why corporations have been trying for decades to paint plaintiffs' lawyers negatively. And it's important to remember that the attack on trial lawyers is corporate America's way of getting consumers to go along with their attacks on our constitutional rights. By convincing consumers that lawyers are the problem, they become willing to give up their rights to sue a corporation. And when that happens, consumers lose every single time. This arbitration clause issue is huge. It's going to affect your family, I'll promise you that. So make yourself knowledgeable about what's going on.